What's up guys, JJ here once again. That's right, I'm back with another FM virtual stadium tour, and today we are taking a look around the Olympiastadion in Berlin. But before we get started, I just need to make a quick apology. For those of you that have subscribed to this channel and watch all my videos that I do, firstly, thank you very much, your support helps a lot. But secondly, you may have noticed by now that I like to do these videos and upload them in blocks of countries. So for instance, I did all of the stadiums in England first, then I did the German ones, then the Spanish ones. But I actually noticed when going through the game the other day that I missed one of the stadiums from Germany. And it is of course this one, the Olympiastadion from Berlin. So I just want to say sorry, and that's why we're here today, back in Germany, figuratively at least, doing this virtual stadium tour. And so I suppose we should get onto the stadium now finally. And as always, my first fact for you is that its overall capacity is 74,064. And it does of course host all of the home matches of Hertha BSC. The German, I believe they're a Bundesliga team now, but I know they keep getting relegated for whatever reason. Anyway, I'm just going to take you around the stadium quickly. And then I'm going to proceed on to tell you a few of the things that happened. And hey, I tell you what, why don't we even kill two birds with one stone? I can tell you that the stadium was built between 1934 and 1936, and it was built specifically to be the centerpiece, so the main stadium of the 1936 Olympics, obviously held in Germany. And as you would expect with the Olympics, many great things happened in the main stadium, but the biggest of those was Jesse Owens. I believe he won 4 gold medals. Very famous American athlete that he is. And as we take a look around the stadium, you can see it's very samey so far. A big bottom tier with not a lot going on, then pretty much the same on top, with some VIP corners in the middle. But as we get around here, you can see one end, there's actually not a second tier down this end behind the goal. And that may remind you, if we have any players of FIFA out there, and I know for certain FIFA 13 players will know this, that this is the stadium they use for pretty much every European final in that game, with just one behind the goal being only one tier. Obviously in the game there's some kind of odd steps and statue arrangement going on behind the first tier, but we don't have that here. Obviously there's not an option in the game for it, so I'm just going to come around here and show you the rest. And as I do that, I'm also going to tell you that this stadium after the Olympics, was hugely unchanged. Nobody really went near it in Germany until the World Cup in 1974 was awarded to Germany, of course. That meant that this stadium, being the largest in Germany that could host football matches, went through huge renovations between 1972 and 1973. And as I said, yeah, it hosted matches at the World Cup. That construction, by the way, included putting a roof over the upper tier of the stadium, just so you know. But yeah, it hosted matches at the World Cup. It hosted 3 group stage matches. I believe it also hosted a quarter-final and the final, but don't have my word for it here because I don't have the stuff actually in front of me. I believe it did though. Anyway, we move on, and once again we can see the stadium hugely not changed, not touched until 1990, when the city of Berlin, of course the capital of Germany, their big sort of council that they have there that runs major parts of the city, they had a meeting where it was strongly discussed that the stadium should be destroyed, should be demolished, and they were discussing what would happen if that actually came through, if the stadium was destroyed. And many people put forward the suggestion of a football only stadium, and that seemed like it was going ahead until Germany were awarded the World Cup in 2006, at which point they pretty much dropped all plans they had for the stadium and decided just to renovate it again hugely for the World Cup that year. And this time I do have what it played in front of me, so I'm sorry if I got the first one wrong, but this time I can tell you that that reconstruction again that happened for the World Cup in 2006, by the way, it did involve a complete reconstruction of the lower tier, so that bottom bit you can see on the screen right now, and they did once again put a new roof on it. But But the matches it hosted at the World Cup it hosted 4 group matches, a quarter-final and the final between Italy and France, which ended 1-1, but I believe Italy won it on a penalty shootout. That game made most famous for the Zidane headbutt on Marco Materazzi. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Oh, I'm telling a lie. There is one more thing. This stadium has been chosen to host the 2015 Champions League final, and that is actually the first time in this stadium's history that it's been asked to host a major European final. So a big event for them, even though, as I've already said, in those FIFA games, as we're looking at that lower tier end again, it hosts them every single year, unless that's just a glitch in all the FIFA games I've played anyway. But apart from that, that's all the news I've got. Thanks for watching, and as we complete our second round of this stadium now, I'd like to say thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe. If you can tap us up on Facebook, hit the like button there, and you follow me on Twitter as well, because your follows and retweets are always greatly appreciated. But apart from that, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Laters!